So happy to be here. I wanted to be a Boy Scout, but they wouldn't let me join. I think that's fucked up. I can build a fire. I know how to pitch a tent. I have a very good sense of direction. I can rescue kittens from trees. Listen, I want to do good for the community. And most importantly, I know how to scout for boys. So I think that I should be allowed to be a Boy Scout. And I think they should change their stupid rules. Don't you? Yeah? You guys don't sound excited enough. Don't you think they should change their rules? Okay, good. All right, so, you may sit down. Please relax. I have a few axes to grind. I'm not going to talk to you, you're all sitting. I want you nice and cozy in your seats. I brought a book in case you take too long and I need to read. Well, I was a Girl Scout, but I got kicked out. And you want to know why? Because my skirt was too short and I never sold enough cookies. I ate the cookies. Those peanut butter patties are good. Anyway, we already talked about that. Let's get serious for a moment. You just watched a clip from my recent tour. Maybe you saw it live. Maybe a few of you here saw it live. I thought it was pertinent to show tonight because for me it illustrates that things like bigotry, homophobia, hate crimes, bullying, and any form of discrimination always seems to be a manifestation of fear of the unknown, right? Most people are not comfortable with things or people that they perceive as different from themselves. And I would wager that if we just took the time to get to know one another, did our own investigation, looked beneath the surface of things, that we would find that we are not so different after all. We are also under the illusion that with the wonder of technologies at our fingertips, that the world is coming closer together, that people are becoming more familiar with one another, that the distance between one human and another is being diminished. Now, on the one hand, that is true. But on the other hand, it is not true. I believe the opposite is taking place. Because a picture doesn't tell 1,000 stories. A picture tells a version of 1,000 stories. And this supposed intimacy that we think we are gaining is false. It is unearned. It is a trick. I created this video piece in my show because I wanted to bring awareness and attention to the fact that we don't really take the time to get to know one another, and we need to. If a Palestinian mother sat down with an Israeli mother to talk about their children and how much they love their families, would they really feel such a divide between one another? Would they? If President Putin sat in a room with Pussy Riot, he'd probably want to fuck all of them, but anyways. If he did, and he had an open dialogue with them about their point of view as young, creative women growing up in modern-day Russia, would he really have allowed them to be dragged away to prison for 3 years? I mean, think about it. This is insane. Because they criticized the government. And if this newly religious government in St. Petersburg sat down with the 85 men who were arrested before and after my show for being openly gay and asked them about their hopes and dreams for the future, really listened to them, would they be in jail right now? Would I have received death threats? Would I be fighting a lawsuit for $1 million for openly supporting the gay community in Russia? I'm not tooting my own horn here. This is, you have to try and comprehend this because it's so absurd.
Yeah.
All in the name of God. What did Jesus teach? It's in all the holy books. Love thy neighbor as thyself. So, we cannot use the name of God or religion to justify acts of violence, to hurt, to hate, discriminate. I think you get my point of view, and I realize that everyone in this room is pretty much on the same page as me. But anyone out there sitting on a fence still, a sharp fence, I hope. I hope you're listening. When I think about young kids today in America who are being bullied and tortured, who are taking their own lives because they feel alone and judged, outcasts and misunderstood, I want to sit down and cry a river of tears. 7 of those kids were featured in this video that I showed you. I have teenagers of my own now, and the idea of them or any young person experiencing that kind of pain is unfathomable to me. It's an atrocity to me. I don't accept it. And it's no different than a white supremacist hanging a black man from a tree before the civil rights movement. Okay? No different. It's no different than a member of the Taliban shooting a young girl in the head for writing a blog about the importance of female education. It's no crazier than an Iranian gay man being hanged for falling in love with a man. I don't know about you, but I can't take this shit anymore. Okay? And that is why I want to start a revolution. Are you with me? It's 2013, people. We live in America, land of the free and home of the brave. That's a question, not a statement. But I do love that word brave. I don't fling it around very often. I don't know a lot of brave people. In the song you just heard, I sing the line, "It's so hard to find someone to admire." And that is the reason I am here. To give an award to someone I admire. To acknowledge someone who is brave. Someone who has made a difference in the world by promoting equality and giving a voice to the LGBT community. I am here to honor you, Anderson Cooper.